Are you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to The Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to Reality Radio 101. This is The Songwriter Show and I'm your host, Sarantos, a solo music artist who's been writing lyrics for as long as I can remember. Words just mean the world to me, and that's why I love hosting this show for you every single Tuesday evening. I really believe that every single song is a unique story. Tonight, I'm really excited to have on the show Sam Riddle. Born and raised in Montana, he grew up in a showbiz family that nurtured his musical roots from a very early age. His journey took him to Vegas, where he honed his craft playing piano and entertaining audiences up and down the Strip.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show, Sam. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. So I'm trying to remember how many times I've been to Vegas. Maybe like 5 or 6. Dude, what a cool place. I can't imagine performing and playing anywhere on that Strip. So that sounds like a really cool opportunity for you.
Man, it was cool. You know, I really when I came down here originally as a piano player, you know, this was not the plan, man. You know, I kind of was told, somebody saw me play the piano and they were like, man, you should be in Vegas doing this. And I was just like, really? And I just came down here immediately. I started playing, you know, 7 nights a week up and down the Strip. And then once I realized, you know, maybe it was time to, I guess I'm doing music now. I got to do my own thing. I was like, you know, I just got to be myself. I threw my cowboy hat on and started singing about, you know, what I know. And that's when everything just took off. So Vegas was always just it's been like a gym for me, you know, to like work everything out. And just, I've been very fortunate to have these stages and all these people from all over the world to, you know, work all the kinks out.
Yeah, it's very cool, man. I saw one of your promo pics. I was like, I got to remember not to get to fight with this guy. This guy's jacked, man.
No, that's impossible over the phone, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago. I'm in the Chicago area. So.
Yeah, you sound like you're from somewhere.
Yeah. So, and then I think I saw one year, was it Drink With Your Name on it or something like that? I was like, that's a cool name of a song.
Yeah, that's the next single coming out February 20th.
Oh, okay. Very cool, man.
Yeah, we just put one out recently that was just kind of like just to get the ball rolling.
Sure.
And get everybody listening a little bit. And this next one's coming out is kind of when we're really starting the campaign for the new album that'll be coming out in May. Tell
us, obviously, it sounds like your main instrument is the piano, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been spanking the piano since I was little. Yeah.
All right. And your family was a bit musical, I think. So tell us about that. What was that influence like?
You know, my dad was in probably the greatest live band I've ever seen. He was in a band called Mission Mountain Wood Band. They were out of Montana, so they were one of the top touring bands throughout the 70s. And, you know, everybody that saw them knew what they were, but they, being just a bunch of hillbillies from Montana, they thought they had already made it just because they were playing everywhere. So they never really concentrated on like, you know, the things that, you know, like the writing and the recording and all that kind of stuff, I think the way they should have. So when I was a kid and seeing how that all kind of transpired, you know, it did a lot for me where I'm at today. I mean, I stole everything from those guys, you know, when I decided to do this. But as a kid, you know, music was just kind of there. You know, there was a piano in my house and my parents saw that I had a thing very, very early. So I was kind of I had to play the piano when we had people over, you know, and I hated it, but they were like, you know, you have to do it because you can, you know. So he said, if you don't keep practicing your piano, you got to get an apartment, you know. So that was that kind of thing. And he kept on me and made me kind of hone that in. And
yeah, I went to Montana last year. I loved it, dude. They messed up the rental and they gave us like this monster truck with like a big flatbed behind it, but it fit like 5 or 6 people. And it was snowing. I love Montana, dude. I would totally not mind having a place in Montana. It's a cool place.
It really is, man. There's no place like it. And, you know, I try to tell people, it's like everywhere else, it just, you know, you feel like you're in the world. When you go to Montana, it doesn't feel like reality, you know. It's just a crazy, magical place, man.
It's beautiful scenery, man. I mean, there was some really cool shit that we saw there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I was blessed there. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Any advice you'd give to somebody that's a beginner, that's nervous, trying to play their piano?
Well, the piano, that's a different thing. I mean, music, I think just if you want to just get started in anything, you just got to, the trick is just start and be okay at sucking at things, you know?
Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing is, you know, like find something that you're drawn to. You know, I really think people are kind of given, if they stay out of their own way, you're kind of given little things and to show you what might work for you. But most people are too scared to do it. So I just think that the best thing to do is just whatever you feel in your gut, like you might want to try it. And then just keep going, work on it, you know, and try to find a way to have whatever the little tedious things in life that you hate doing, find the ones that you love doing. You know, it's like the gym, you know, I hate the gym, but I love what I get out of the gym. So you got to find the little things that you love that you hate doing, if that makes sense.
No, that's great advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one of the questions I like to ask a lot of people is about scams, right? In this industry, there's a ton of scams. So can you tell us about one you might have fallen for or one that, you know, you want to warn everybody about?
I'm a great person to talk about that with because, I mean, I think the biggest obstacle I've had in my career has been weeding through the snakes.
Yeah.
And it's just been one thing after another. And when you got something special, they come out of the woodwork. I mean, once you get rid of one, there's another one waiting. And, you know, the biggest thing is as an artist, you have something in you that is special, that is strictly you. The best thing to do is not to listen to anybody. You know, you don't need advice. You can look at whoever you can model something after. That's fine. And maybe take some notes on how they did it and maybe start to use those. But you're going to know in your gut, you know, and just understand that most people out here, if you're desperate, you're going to make terrible decisions and people are going to be able to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
And screw things up. So be you, understand that this journey will happen for you if it's supposed to. And it'll keep going. So you just got to, when you're living in your purpose, you don't get dropped on your head. You might have to deal with this guy, this person that knows this person, and this label that is making you give them money for some reason. I mean, it's like there's all kinds of stuff that could possibly happen, but just hone the craft in. Be the greatest you can be. Always kind of trust your gut. I mean, listen to whatever advice, have it go in through one ear and out the other, and be you. You know, wear what you want, sound how you want, play how you want, write what you want. And over time, you'll build up these muscles and these skills that'll make you the greatest you could possibly be. And that's all we really need to be doing out here. You know, don't be worrying about if you're doing this to be famous or anything else other than, you know, doing it because you know you have something and you want to use it to give it to people and make people and do it for others, then you're in the wrong thing, you know.
And you see that all the time too. You see people doing it for the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah, and you can tell even the people that have made it, that are, you know, at the top of the game, and you can tell just when you talk to them that they got lucky and they're in it for the wrong reasons. And it's just some people get there, you know. It's really be the best you can be. Don't worry about all that kind of stuff and be nice. Understand that we have a responsibility out here. And part of the responsibility is being a beacon of light for people. And when people talk to you, you know, understand that they're really excited to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be nice, you know, like give these people the time of day. And if you're always just doing it for the right reasons, like you're going to be blessed in some way.
Yeah. Does it frustrate you also, you know, talking about famous people and when you hear people talk about the inspiration of them writing some song that they never wrote, they just bought and they don't even know what a chord is. And they just, it's insane. It is insane to me.
Oh yeah. Well, you could drive yourself insane thinking about it, you know, but I mean, you can't let any of that stuff bother you. You know, you can't be worried about what other people are doing. There's room for, you know, their journey is not my journey. My journey is not your journey. You know, we're all here to do what we're supposed to do. And if it's blessed and there's favor upon it, you know, nothing's going to be able to stop you. And so let people fake it till they make it. You know,
that's right, man.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing that I learned early on, because, like anybody, you obsess about some video or some song and you edit it to death. And I'm at the point now where you work hard on something, I put it out, I move on. I don't sit and obsess about how many likes it has. I just move on to the next thing. And it kind of also breaks my heart to see people that are like, oh, I've been in this business 10 years and I've written 2 songs. And then they keep trying to push 2 songs, It's like, I think you got to just keep creating and keep going.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, you can't just be, I can't even listen. I took down, like when I signed my last deal, we took down like 99% of the things that I had up there, which I considered everything I've been putting out up until this point. They're all just experiments, I was just giving things to my fans as I knew that I was just waiting I knew that one day I'm going to have the team that I need. And that's when I'm going to do the thing that I know I've been honing in and then give that to the world. But up until now, it's been like just all kinds of just little things I've been just trying out. The only things that are still up there other than this new single that I put up are ones that like other people somehow got up there and I can't figure out how to get them down yet. But the thing is it's really a skill and a muscle that you can build up. You're going to be way better now than you were 10 years ago. It's something you have to.
Oh, for sure.
It's something you have to build up, and you can't worry about likes. You're not going to please everybody. What you have to do is if you felt really good at that moment, you put that out and you were like, man, really excited. That's all you need. Now, yes, a year from now, you're going to not even be able to listen to yourself from back then, right? I can't even understand anybody that's got something out for the last 10 years and they can still listen to it, because that means they haven't like gotten any better. I can't even listen to something I wrote last year because I think it sucks compared to what I'm doing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I hear you.
Yeah. So it's just like, you can't worry about likes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You want people to like your stuff, but I mean, look, if you got thin skin, this ain't the thing for you,
That's right, man. All right, tell us about this song we're going to hear in a minute. What inspired this one?
Bad Picker, man. Well, every song on this new album is pretty, autobiographical, I must say. And, but I've always heard that thing, like whether it was me, I said it once, or I heard somebody say, man, I just got a bad picker. And one day, my really good friend, her name was Brittany, she's like, I don't know whether she said it was me. She's like, you just got a bad picker. And I was like, for some reason that day, out of all the times I've ever either said it or heard it, it hit me that day. And I just, on the way, I drove straight to the studio, my buddy's place. And I just, on the way there, I came up with the bad picking. Oh, that thing. I just had the whole thing. And I was like, man, this is great. So I just did it that day. I just wrote it that day. We recorded it and there it is.
Cool.
But I know a lot of people have the same experience, so we're all doing the best we can, baby.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's take a listen. We'll come back and talk a little more, okay?
All right.
All right, everybody, check this out. Here we go.
Something on the side. me.
Thank you for sharing that song with us. That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man.
So usually I talk about this in the beginning, but I just got distracted. Tell us about your songwriting process. What you get started with the melody, a piano, riff, drum groove? How do you start?
I mean, you know as well as I do, there's no exact science to it at all. Sometimes I'll have a beat in my head and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling like that. I need something like this. But every time I try to force anything that I feel like, oh, I wish I had a song like this or whatever, that never seems to go well. I mean, I feel like the best thing to do is, first of all, you got to be writing all the time. And you have to find that thing in yourself that gets out of the way and can start figuring out how to be an antenna to this universe of songs that is out there. And if you do that and you can start opening up and you sit in a room with your guitar or your piano or a friend or a co-writer or whatever, if you guys can be out of the way with no egos and no nothing, and you have the skill of trying to find that and you just do it every single day, I think that's the best way to go about this. Because for some reason, these songs will get given to you out of the air. So even when I'm stumped and I can't think of anything to write, I'll be in a room with my buddy and I'll say, hey, tell me about last weekend, and he'll tell me some story and I'll be like, bam, I can relate to that. I know exactly what to write. And it's like, it just comes out. And I got melodies in my head all the time. I kind of know my sound and like what makes me authentic, and what is me, getting to know myself throughout this whole process. And sometimes I'll have a riff, sometimes I'll have some chords I like or whatever, but I really just kind of try to stay open and write about something that comes to me and just let it flow and just try to get better at piecing that all together, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it totally does. Do you have a favorite chord or key that you return to?
I don't think so. Over time, I have realized I started to find more of my sweet spot in my voice. Even if I have a melody that I think is amazing and for some reason it's in my head, nowadays it's like I might bring it down another full step just to make it be more of something that makes me special, So whatever the key is, maybe back in the day I might have sang it in, C, and maybe I drop it down to B flat or A now. So I can, just because over time I found my little sweet spot in my voice. So, I can pretty much sing in any key, but it just depends on where you're doing it at, And as far as I just like to hear, when I hear something that I go, ooh, that's cool. And say I play it in G. Once I start finding a little something in there, I might immediately bring it down to F or E flat just to see if I can find something special in there too. So I work around all the time trying to figure it out.
Do you prefer analog or digital?
Either. Whoever's running the thing, whatever they're better at. I like, trust me. I mean, nothing sounds better than analog, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, say you're working with somebody that doesn't have that, and if somebody's working in analog and they can work as fast as I'm creating something, you know, that's a beautiful thing, So I've done things in both, and I really don't care as long as it comes out real and you can feel it. And sometimes you feel things better in one or the other.
If you could be an animal, which one would you be? Any animal in the world, and why?
Probably the one I am. No. Let's see. If I could be an animal, man. Oh, definitely a bird, man. I want to be an eagle. I want to fly as high as possible, and so nobody can get me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And I can go anywhere I want real quick.
In theory, except if you're in Vegas, right?
Oh, heck no. I could say my girls were at school. I could just fly right over there real quick and look in the window. That'd be nice and make sure they're
good. All right. Are you more of a hunter or a gatherer?
I think a hunter for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
What was the last the coolest gift someone's ever given you?
I know what it is, and I'm blanking real fast. I'm blanking right now. Give me 1 second to think about that. Yeah, man. I mean, I've had doing what I do and having the kind of people that I have had around me. I have gotten some really amazing things that haven't been maybe big to other people, but have mean the world to me because I knew it meant a lot to them that they gave it to me. For instance, one of my good friends, he's a vet, he's a Marine. And when he gave me a brand new American flag, I mean, I knew what that meant to him and what that stood for. And I knew he was giving me something that he understood that I would appreciate. And, little things like that, like that kind of stuff is just like gold, and it's either stuff like that or something, I got 2 little girls and anything that they make me and give me as a present is the greatest thing too. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So for me, I've been very fortunate to get some really cool things on the road and that shows for so many years, whether it's a pen that meant a lot to like maybe somebody in their family or like something that they heard me say at a show and they went home and made something, you know what I mean? It's like just amazing, thoughtful. I've seen the best and the worst of humanity doing what I do. and it is, but the best definitely outweighs the other.
Yeah, for sure. So what's the funniest thing that's happened to you in the last couple of years?
Oh man,
that you could admit on the air.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I know. Well, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, my youngest daughter is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not just saying that. Every single day she does something that absolutely kills me. But funniest thing, man, something everybody can relate to or something. I mean, I can't really think right now on the spot, but I will say that life has been extremely funny for the last year. And there hasn't been a day that has gone by that I can't almost laugh at how I might have seen how I wanted things to go in my life. And God's plan has been completely different and way better. So I pretty much laugh at myself for how stupid I am at times,
Join the club, brother. I laugh at myself pretty much nonstop. And the 2 minutes a day I have family or friends that'll be very happy to insult me or fun me for something.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, life is just funny. So I can't think of one specific thing, but that's probably the best I can do.
Yeah, all right, man. So tell us about where people can buy your stuff, stream it. Where can they find you online?
My stuff can be streamed. Check out Bad Picker on everywhere you stream music, everywhere you can download music. The best place to keep up with what I'm doing, obviously social media, but the hub to get everything Sam Riddle is at samriddle.com. But please go to Spotify and check out. Spotify is the best place to check out, and it would help everything out to get my Spotify thing going. Everybody's checking Spotify. So go there, download Bad Picker. I cannot wait for everybody to hear the next one. Drink with Your Name on it. Drink with Your Name on it comes out on February 20th, and we'll be putting out singles leading up to the May release of the new album, which I think is going to definitely make some waves out here.
It's awesome, man. I want to thank you so much for being on the Songwriter Show tonight.
I want to appreciate you for having me, man. It's good to talk to you. I hope to do it again.
Yeah, anytime, man. So thank you to all the fans for spending a little bit of that precious time of yours with the two of us. If you're a songwriter with a story to share, please go to songwritershow.com and fill out the interview request form. To all the rest of you, I hope this episode has inspired you to keep exploring your unique story throughout the world. My name is Sarantos. Thank you for being on Reality Radio 101 with us tonight. It's been a pleasure. I love you guys. Have a great night.
Learned in my life, sometimes you just never ever know why. When you least expect to go, I know right. All this crap happens and you get hit from the blind side. We got Facebook and all the opinions on what way to ride. So many said they changed the world. God knows if they've tried. Too many things to question those that deny. What's the truth and what is a lie? Why ask why we can't change the world? Why ask why we never get the girl? Why ask why when we still try? Oh, why ask why? Why ask why? And love and tranquility. Where there's trouble in the Middle East, they say it's what we are fed. But is it really, really that way? But I'll tell you, the one thing I've learned in my life, sometimes you just never ever know why. When you least expect to go, I know right. All this crap happens and you get hit from the blind side. Why ask why we can't change the world? Why ask why we never get the girl? Why ask why when we still try? Oh, why ask why? Why ask why? Is it the truth or is it a lie? Why ask why? 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 Oh, why ask why? Why ask why? Oh, why ask why? Is it the truth or just a damn lie?
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.